right, Joey, how was the race for you?
Oh, it was so hard. I love racing in Boulder, but man, it really just kicks the poop out of you. It feels good to win, but like my lungs are on fire right now. Yeah.
Well, overall, what do you think about the Mile High Mile experience?
Oh, it's just a fantastic event. I mean, I came here last year for the first time, and I've been hearing about it for years, and it's always kind of been one of those races I've always wanted to put on the calendar if I was in town. And luckily enough, you know, between racing a couple weeks back and going to Europe, I have about a month, so there's no reason not to come race.
What did you think of the crowd energy?
The crowd's always great. The energy's good. You know, I've raced a lot of these big miles across the country, and this definitely compares to the best of the best with, you know, with races that put a lot of money into races. So just, I mean, it's the Boulder community, you know, the Boulder community just shows up, and it's really great just to go down that last 50 and just a wave of people just so stoked, you know. So it was awesome to win, because I got second last year, and I got out-kicked in the last 100, so I was like, I'm not getting out-kicked in the last 100 this year.
When did you know you're probably gonna get it?
Oh, about 75 meters ago, when I was like slightly passing towards Brian, I was like, I think I got this. Like, I mean, I trained with Brian for like 5 years, so unfortunately for the both of us, we know each other really well, and Brian knew that he needed to push with me, because you know, it's funny, we did a mile time trial in Boulder last year before the trials, and it went the same exact way, where he led the first 3 laps and I kicked in with 100 meters to go. So after this, I told him, I was like, I owe you a steak dinner or something, man. Like, I need to give him half my money, or, you know, we need to even it out. So, but yeah, I mean, it was a great race. You know, it's super competitive, a little slower than I thought, to be honest, the way it went out. I mean, the pacers went out and Brian was right on it, and I was just trying to chill, and next thing you know, I come through 63, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go. Like, it's time to start going. And it just, you know, just race, you know. It ran way faster than I thought we did, considering how I got out. So all props to Brian and our pacers for executing a really good job in that regard. So, you know, the Boulder Road Runners is, you know, one of the top clubs, I think, that supports athletes in Boulder throughout the country. Like, you know, you see like New York Road Runners having similar kinds of funding, and the fact that Boulder Road Runners not only like is a huge part of the running community in terms of like amateur, masters, youth, like building up these all-comers meets and hosting things, you know, across the county, but they also help fund the professional athletes that need that help to get to the top level. And, you know, I was lucky enough to be a recipient of that funding through the Aspire TQ program that was started this year. And, you know, just not having to think about whether I was going to afford things or not carried me, you know, and it ended up getting me 7th at the trials, and I couldn't thank Boulder Road Runners enough. And then just putting on this race, you know, like, talk about a great opportunity for somebody, even somebody who's on, you know, 4:15 or 4:10, to come race some guys that are trying to break 4, you know. Like, my position back in the day, I would have been so stoked about that, and I hope they are too, because it's a fantastic opportunity. It's great to line up with everybody.